Welcome back to ESPN, guys. I'm here in Hawaii with the first female surfer in the world, Margo Oberg. We're super excited to have her here.
I'm so happy to be here, guys. This is going to be great.
Yeah, so we're just going to go through a little bit about her life, her career as a surfer, and then talk about like her life now and what she's doing.
Sure.
Tell me just when you first started competing in surfing, or how you got into that.
Yeah, so professionally I started, I first competed in 1975. Like you said, I was the first female professional surfer. In the mid-1970s, a lot of women, we really felt that we, should be out there with the men, that we deserve, that we have proven ourselves as competitive as the guys. So me and Lynn Boyer, we really stepped up to the plate, really pushed for females to be professionally surfing and to get our own tour. That's awesome. No,
I love that. I love that you guys just had that drive in you.
Yeah.
To go out there and compete with all the males like that, that's super amazing.
Thank you.
So not only did you dominate, but you dominated the sport of surfing for over 3 decades.
Yeah.
Really long time.
Yeah.
That's insane. Could never do that. And even the hardest critics deemed you worthy of being watched.
Yeah.
So tell us how you even got started in that, from the very beginning.
Well, just going back on the hardest critics thing, that was a huge thing for us because a lot of sports for women during those times, the same sports that are available now for women were not available back then. So for us, really push for the professional surfing tour was a huge thing. So when I got started, I moved with my family from Pennsylvania to La Jolla Beach. I played competitive tennis, and I started surfing at age 10. But I really fell in love with surfing. The first time hitting out on the water, just really felt like home for me. Being on the beach for such a long time, as a young age, growing up and being there, it felt like home, and nothing compared to when I was in the water. It was great for me. In my early career, I was really lucky. I won this huge women's open division, and the same year I won this massive co-ed event. And the rest is kind of just history.
Well, we'll get into that history soon. So, age 10 was definitely a young age to get started.
Yeah.
So what made you decide to surf? I know you said that you played tennis as well.
Yeah.
So what made you, I know you said you loved the water and it felt home to you, but was there something specific?
Well, just moving from Pennsylvania to the beach and just having that, going to growing up, going off to the beach with your family for a vacation or something like that, just being immersed in that kind of culture, really, surfing was just there for me because I was at the beach, I lived there. So moving to the beach as a little girl really inspired me. I was really fortunate to be coached by my idol, Mike Doyle. I learned my strategy from Corky Caroland and based my style off of Skip Fry, which are huge surfers. They really led the path for me and what I wanted to be as a professional woman surfer. So yeah, that's kind of just how I got started. It was just there for me, moving to the beach. I love tennis, but surfing was just something that was just near and dear to my heart from such an early age. So I really took home for that.
Mm-hmm. I think a lot of people can relate to that too. Finding your niche and finding what what you're good at and what you love.
Yeah. And then again at age 15, I won in 1968. I won a world contest at the age of 15. And the Western Surfing Association's women's title and the surfer pole. So, that was at a very young age. So, those, those accomplishments early on really, motivated me to, keep going and be the best that I could be,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I know you're trying to be humble, and I know that you are humble, but let's also talk about your other accomplishments. So, you were also crowned the world champion in 1976 and 1977.
Yeah.
After winning the Bells contest, the Coke, the Brazil International, and the Masters in Hawaii.
Yeah.
So you won everything in your path, and you boosted women's surfing to such a high level for women at that time, just up to a level of respectability from both men and women, and people who didn't even surf.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. And so just, I know, you made your way up to there, so tell us about your break in 1979.
Yeah, so in 1979, I'd been professionally for a couple years then. I had a lot of titles under my belt, but I really wanted to take a break to start a family. I met my husband Steve in 1972. We got married after 2 weeks of meeting each other. We kind of it's just kind of when you know exactly. Yeah, love at first sight, right? So we moved to a 2-acre retreat on the south side of Kauai, and Steve and I had 2 kids, Shane and Jason. We lived conservatively. Both drove conservative cars. We kind of were out of the public eye. We were in our own little area, our own little family, our own little niche.
Well, after being in the spotlight for so long, that's good. That's
good. I wanted to take a break, start a family. I began giving surf lessons in the mid 1970s, and in 1977, in the midst of my career, I started my own surfing school. The surfing school really supported my family, even more than pro surfing, which a lot of people are kind of shocked about that maybe, but yeah, I mean, and my annual income was a huge part of my surfing school. And I also was a local beach director at a resort really close by to our home. So I was doing a lot of different things during my break. Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing that you opened that school and you were able to share your love of surfing with other people. Yeah. So not only did you help women in general, but then you went on and you opened that school, and then you could share your love of learning through that too, which I think is really amazing. So you really have accomplished so much in your time. You're also an inductee of the Huntington Beach Surfing Walk of Fame. You were the first woman life member in the Association of Surfing Professionals. So you truly are a superwoman of sports history.
Thank you. That's such a great title to be. That's such a
and there's another title to add to your list.
It's a title I've not heard before. That's good.
Now that your professional career is over, what have you been up to?
Yeah, well, so after my break, coming back, in 1980 is when I returned back, and I actually won the 1980 and 1981 World Championship. And at the time, there was only really one. There was only one famous woman surfer, and that was me, amongst all of these major male surfers. And I really wanted to ride the biggest wave that any woman has ever ridden, and I really felt like I did that. So, I felt like the time had come for me to, I had done my accomplishments. I had all these accomplishments, started my surfing school, and now I'm getting to, pass on my passionate love for surfing onto, other people. So, after, I retired, I've been teaching every day. I help with local events. I'm being a mom to my 2 boys. I still teach surfing at my school, and it's still open today, just living my life out there. It's super fun, I'm not out competing anymore, but, the love for surfing has never gone away, and, it's still passionate in my coaching for my school. So,
yeah, that's truly amazing. I know a lot of people sometimes get burnt out from sports like that when they compete at high levels, but it's amazing that you're still, you still have that love and that passion.
Yeah, it's something that will always be so close to my heart, and that I will always, be involved in, watch, and help other people grow in the same aspect.
Well, even though you aren't visibly on the world tour or out there, in the public eye necessarily, your influence still remains. Like I said earlier, you really are a superwoman.
I'm going to keep that. Superwoman. What was it? Superwoman in history?
Superwoman of sports history.
Yeah, Superwoman of sports history.
Great title.
That's a great time. I'll put that one on there.
So thank you, Margo, for interviewing with us today. So viewers, we'll have a couple of videos to share. We're going to put them in right after this interview is over. So stick around to watch those for sure. You can see the Superwoman of sports history here.
I think there's some pictures in there too, isn't there?
Oh yeah, there are a few pictures. She brought in a few pictures, which is super awesome. And also, if you have any further questions for Margo, she's gonna stick around with us for a little bit. Sure. So we're gonna be taking some live questions, and we will post all the questions and all those answers on our website tomorrow. So be sure to check that out.
Perfect.
You can just search her name in the little keyword search box. So
perfect.
Thank
you so much. Thanks so much for having me. This has been so much fun to go back and relive all of the accomplishments and just my glory days. Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Well, we will see you soon. Stick around for the videos and the pictures.
Thanks, guys.
You can see Margo's got a very lithe build. She only weighs about 100 pounds. Very, very tough. And in fact, a lot of the fellas who watch her surf admire her ability so much they actually stand and watch her, and they pay her the highest compliment by saying when she's way out, you can't tell the difference between Margo and a man surfer.